Atlanta, and we are getting the Superspeedway race of the season out of the way early. Only in week 2 here. Felt like we were waiting all season long last season to get to Monza Oval and get that out of the way. And hopefully we can replicate some of the luck we had there at this place, but it'll be pretty hard. We got Brian in here. Give him a good luck as well. And I guess we'll go out and try and qualify. I'm usually one of the slowest at qualifying on the flat-out tracks, but might as well put us as far forward as we can go. And then just cross our fingers from there on out. We are the number 4, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. If we can not wreck, we might be able to get a top 10. We'll see. I heard the setup for this race is really, really bad once you're in the draft. I haven't had any laps around other cars yet, so I don't know what it's going to feel like once we get up to speed. But I've heard it's very, very bad on the outside lane. Just wants to plow. So we'll see. We got that to look forward to once we get into the race. Need to check and see how many laps we got. Hopefully not too many. 3.25. I don't know if that's any good. We're sitting 14th, so I assume not. But we're not quite up to speed yet. We're already half a second slower just through one corner, or half a second faster, I mean. But I doubt we're going to move up very much. They also have the new pit road entry. You have to enter into turn 3, get down to the apron instead of out of turn 4 like you used to be able to. 31.8 puts us 11th right now. 31.7 on pole. I mean, all the times are right on top of each other because we're just holding the gas down and turning left a couple times. I think it's still illegal to cut the chicane or the dog leg on the front stretch, so we're going to try and avoid doing that. But since the majority of the field probably will end up doing it, we probably will have to go down there just to avoid getting wrecked, as I have gotten wrecked multiple times on the front stretch here in the short time that this track has existed like this. Yeah, one of the slowest out there, but only a 10th off. Probably cutting the front stretch is where you're getting that extra time. But oh well, we'll just start mid-pack and just hope. We've got hardly any control over what's going on in the race at this place. So we're just going to do our best to not wreck anybody else or wreck ourselves, and hopefully things fall to our favor. Or maybe we can do a little bit of good driving like we did at Monza. And hey, we're already done with qualifying. Good number of people didn't put in a lap. And we're starting 12th, pretty much smack dab in the middle. I think I'm going to leave all this the same. Actually, I'm going to move that to 12-1. Everything else, though, is fine. You're not braking. You're not really using anything. The only good thing brakes are for is slowing down for a wreck. And you might as well have them a little bit further forward so that you don't spin out if you slam on them hard.
The estimated SOF is
2,900 strength of field. We got Brian in here as well.
We expect to be fighting for the podium.
Let's see where they're starting. He's starting up in 6th place, or 5th place as the number 6 car. And the other Brian back in 21st. So he's probably in a safer spot than either of us.
Waiting on the final car to grid.
We'll see what happens. 30 laps. Shouldn't take too long once we get going, though. I don't know what the speeds are going to be like.
Any extra tire sets for this race, so let's be smart out there.
It's been a while since we've run ARCA here. It's been a while since I've raced here because it's not my favorite track. so I don't really look for it. Plus, most of the things I run these days are just ARCA and whatever the league is doing.
They're different tires. Make them last the rest of the race.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
Starting on the outside, so we're going to find out really quick what it feels like. Let's get all this situated just in case we need to take a fast repair. Hopefully won't need it.
Hey, Ryan.
And we'll see what happens. One guy's already disconnected, so
I'm gonna apologize.
that might be one person we beat in case we get wrecked instantly.
Whole field.
Get ready.
Pace car dips in early now, is that
Thanks.
with the pit entry over here? Guy behind me looks like he's going to run me over before we even go green. So that's a good sign.
Oh, the new pit lane.
I forgot to move my seat back up from the dirt stuff. Can we do that? Real quick, there we go. That's a little bit better.
The pace car is in.
What I'm used to anyway.
Green flag, green flag.
First gear start maybe?
Got one inside.
Wasn't too bad.
Still there.
It's at the 5 car in front of us going to the top 3 wide. Or trying. Yeah, it's very tight up here already. We can go low, so I think we're just going to do that. Just ride in line here for a bit.
Got one outside.
Oh my gosh, it really wants to plow on both lanes, feels like.
Still there. Still there.
Feels like there's no air pressure in the right front.
Got one outside. Too wide.
That should get better as the race goes on once it gets heat built up.
Stay low.
Oh, big checkup. And we're plowing up in the 3 wide.
Too wide there. Stay low.
We're racing already.
Still there.
We're getting run into. I got nowhere to go in front of me.
All clear, all clear.
They're just checking up real bad.
Got one outside.
13 probably going to get down.
Stay low. There's a car on the
Yep.
high side.
Nothing we can do. We
Still there.
lost the back of that one guy.
You're clear high. Clear high. Got one outside.
We might want to go up top just so we're not so stacked up here, but it's just going to give us so little option if they wreck.
All clear, all clear.
Trying to open up the corners just a little bit so we're not plowing so bad, but if you leave it open too much, somebody can sneak underneath you. We got a lap car coming out of the pits
Still there.
in front of everybody.
All clear, all clear. Outside. Stay low.
Man, we're just not going. And this guy's running into me.
Middle. Inside.
Like I've got somewhere I can go. I guess we're going to the top.
3 wide. 70 possible left position. Hold your line. You got one inside. 2 wide there.
And the guy wrecked.
3 wide. Stay high.
I believe we're 2 wide now.
Stay high.
Well, that takes care of that problem.
Stay high.
And we're not all stacked up on the bottom. Look how stacked up they are up there.
Still there.
Crazy. We'll just keep rolling it around the top, I guess.
Stay high. There's your car on the low side.
Man, it is tight. Very, very tight.
Still there.
Oh, they're going to wreck. Big moment right there, middle of the bottom lane. And they're all checking up, and we can take the momentum really far unless they slam the wall in front of us on the front stretch. I don't know how we all lived from that.
5, 7, inside. Still there. 4 wide. You're up top 3 wide. Hold your line.
Yeah, I kind of want to back out.
Hold July. All clear, all clear. Got one
Kind of don't like what it looks like right now.
Stay high.
People are being very aggressive,
Still there.
and I kind of am too. But I think I want to back off and maybe get a little bit out of the danger zone.
Clear low, clear low.
Get behind this 18 maybe. Nope, not going to have a chance.
Stay high. You're up top 3 wide. You're all clear, clear all around.
Oh gosh, it just doesn't turn. Back to 17th now, 16th.
The car in 15, just hit the top of the left. 29.994. You got one inside. Stay high.
Got the momentum, they're door slamming each other up ahead.
Still there. Hold the line. Stay high.
Just keep it up here for now, I guess.
Hold the line. 72 boxes left of the position.
Doing our fastest lap to the race.
Clear low.
This guy in front of almost hit the wall. Past the 18.
I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm blind.
3 cars blind. This is bad.
Outside. You're clear high, clear high. Outside. All clear, all clear. Outside.
Don't roll across the track. Okay.
You got one outside.
6 car. Thought we were dead. We lived. No contact with anything.
Oh, yes, it is.
I even preemptively downshifted there so we'd have some momentum coming out of that.
Knew that's gonna happen.
And we're in the top 10. Man, I thought we had that miss, and then the 6 car was rolling across the track. I thought we were dead after that, but somehow we lived. And were able to avoid him.
Beginning of the race,
Ooh.
that might black out, and look at this.
We got the 18 still behind us. He's going to catch up with the draft. I'm just going to try and hold a smooth line, and maybe we can work together and catch up to the 19 up ahead. If he tries to instantly pass us once he gets here, we'll just let him go and get in behind him and draft.
You're losing on the car in front.
We're losing on those guys up ahead. People behind the 18 are closing in as well. We're going to have a little 3-car pack here shortly. I can't believe we lived again.
Outside. Just keep hitting your mark. You're clear high, clear high.
Hopefully he doesn't try to bump draft too much. Just hold this line. Go to the bottom in the corners. See if we can't pick up a little bit of pace. At least don't wreck me. We got no reason to wreck now.
You're gaining on the car in front. We got you.
1.7 seconds.
Did that take out a bunch of people? I'm sorry.
Clear
It did.
high, clear high. That car is
I believe it did.
Oh, yeah, it was spectacular.
We are catching up to these 2 ahead of us
Second
now.
race in a row. I don't know what's going.
So we're going to be a pretty decent sized pack.
Wicked smart to stay
Here in a
your
second.
starting position up front there if you knew you were having issues, though. I commend that level of education.
I mean, it was fine all last week. I did all these long races and 2 ARCA races in a row. It goes out in like,
You got one inside. Still there.
I didn't figure the 18 was going to just ride behind us.
Update or an update on optics. Stay high.
We'll just get in line behind these 2. We got no pressure at all behind us. We just need to not wreck. That is all we need to worry about now.
0.4 seconds.
We can pass him on the last lap, or at least try to, and maybe get a spot or 2, but as long as we don't wreck, we've got a really good finish for what this race is. We got 1 car way off the pace up here, trying to blend in and cause some issues.
Outside. You're on the bottom 3 wide. You got 1 outside. 2 wide.
That's going to take both of them out of it, as he just tried to shove his way into the pack, and they're wrecking each other again.
Outside.
Man, guys, you guys are 19, 18, 16 car. We got such a good finish locked in. No reason to wreck each other. The top 20, or the, like, 16, 17, 18, and 19 car here. 17's not here, but in the top 10, just ride it out. Try to pass them on the last lap. If you don't, you still get a top 10. I'm just going to ride here, see if we can pull away from those three behind us now that are still kind of too wide. We'll see what we can do. Now they're catching up real fast.
Got one outside. Still there? What's the line? The lead is 31.142. Stay low. Still there? What's the line?
Again, I am tempted to just back out of this because they've already wrecked each other once.
Clear high.
And this 2x2 is just getting the 18 and the 8 back into this. And they've already wrecked once. They're going to get back here very quickly as well. We're going to be right back where we started.
Outside. Stay low.
Coming around to get 10 laps to go, though.
Still there? What's the line?
These two on the bottom are just not really hooked up and not going very quick. I'm tempted to just follow the 16 and the 18 up top.
All clear, all clear.
8 car maybe is falling off. And 18 grabs the wall.
Still there.
It's plowing.
Stay high.
They're really separated on the bottom now. We could probably get around both of them here pretty quickly.
All clear, all clear.
I'm letting you keeping it lower in the middle.
Let's follow the 18 now.
Got one inside.
Hopefully not get turned into the corner. Seems like every line we go in just gets stalled out.
Inside. Clear low.
Please do not turn me. We're going to end up getting turned, aren't we? 8 cars lost our draft.
Got one inside. Stay high. There's the car on the low side. Stay high. Still there? What's the line? Still there.
Okay, nobody in front of us now. Let's see if we can build up some momentum. But no draft help, so that doesn't work. We got no problem behind us, so I'm just going to sit here. I don't need to get right behind them right now, quite yet. I would like to keep it out of the wall, though, if possible. Big shove like that, too many times, it'll lose us the draft pretty quickly. How many times have I said quickly this race? Feels like a lot.
Got one outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. You're clear high, clear high.
What are we going to do to get us a top 10?
5 short the line.
Only 5 laps left.
Good job, man.
Is there any scenario where these guys don't wreck each other coming to the line? I don't really think there is. They are pretty all over the place. Maybe we get the top to work now.
Got one inside.
The guy up front's just going to keep blocking it, and they're going to keep slamming into him.
Stay high. Clear low. Clear low. Got one inside. Still there? Hold your line. All clear. All clear.
Brian just hanging back, though. He's in the 19 car.
Inside. 2 laps to go.
Just 2 to go.
Stay high.
I don't know if there's anything we can
Clear
do.
low, clear low.
And we're getting some big stutters now, so that's nice. Coming to the Checkered soon. 16 is going to be in the middle, 3 wide.
One inside. Stay high. Clear low. Clear low. Outside.
Oh my gosh.
Clear high.
I don't know which lane to go in.
Outside. Stay low. All right, man.
White flag.
White flag this time around. One more to go. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. All clear. All
We
clear.
got to back off and prepare for this wreck, I think.
Outside.
I'd be surprised if they don't.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Still there. You're clear high. Clear high. Outside.
Nice, there's 11, that was awesome.
Stay low. You're on the bottom 3 wide. Outside. You're 2 wide there. 3 wide. You're in the middle.
Well, we got a top 10. And they didn't wreck.
There's a checkered flag.
Whew. That was intense.
There you go, man. Good job, driver.
Hey, we got a 0x top 10 out of that. Oh, after missing another crazy wreck. I thought for sure those guys were going to wreck right in front of us with how tight the top was. I figured
That was a real dick move.
the 16 was going to push up into the 18, or the 18 was going to pinch him too hard, and they were going to come together straight up into the wall. I was trying to stay low to get ready for that, but never happened. They kept it clean. Good job to them. And I think just good job for all of us for avoiding that wreck at the beginning, or whenever it was. Probably lap 6, looks like. No, lap 11. Let's take a look at what happened. Another super speedway, another pretty decent wreck dodge, if I do say so myself. Probably not as good as my Monza one. I waited a long time before I even got to this wreck to decide where I wanted to go, and it just stayed open. I was low. I was waiting for them to slide down, and they just stayed up there. So then I went low, and then the 6 car was rolling. But as soon as I saw this smoke, this initial stuff, I started slowing down. You see, I'm lifting off quite a bit. And then that guy comes back across the track, and I knew sending these guys to the apron was going to get them to come back, and that would be the big wreck. So I'm already hitting the brakes when no one's even really sideways yet. And then they wreck. So I'm trying to figure out, are they going to slide down? Not quite. And then the 6 car, oh my gosh, and then the 15. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Let's take a look at what started all this. So the 3 car said he couldn't see. Just turns up into the wall, and then he alt F4s. But damage is done at that point. That sends the 22 into the back of him, which then puts him into the wall, and then sends him down the track into already 2 wide, the 15 and the 9. down onto the apron, and then there's just no way to keep it low enough with the entire field right there on your outside. Just destroys everybody. And then the 6 car, let's see. Oh, that's Brian, who said good luck as well. Gave us quite a scare there, but we survived. Ooh, man, that was close. Let's look at the 15's perspective when we come across his nose like that. I think he just went straight to pit road since that wreck happened right there. Let's just watch his view from the whole wreck. Thinks he's going to be able to get around it, but then the 22 comes down off the wall, getting loose. It's loud inside the car, isn't it? Woo! There I go. Oh, we got so lucky that we didn't clip him on the way up, and that we also missed Brian in the 6 on the bottom of the track. Then we saw this happen, and the 8 car just trying to get in the way so he could slow everyone down enough where he could keep up with the draft. I thought he and the 18 were going to just completely lose the draft here after that, but they catch back up because they were racing too wide pretty much the whole time in front of us. And this looks like the race for the lead. 5 car comes down, a little contact with the 1, but they keep it straight. These guys back in the 18th and up running the top line. And the 11 blocking on the front stretch, probably at the end. And then tries to wreck that guy. And then the 8 car just in the way still. People have to try and avoid him, and that, with how tight the setup was, you couldn't freaking... You turn right like that, you weren't going to make the corner. We were 4 wide coming to the line here. And I get on the brakes quickly so we can get out of there without wrecking. Hey, pretty decent finish with those guys. I thought with how aggressive they were being and how they had hit the wall a couple times already that they were going to end up pinching too hard or pushing up too much, causing a wreck right before we get to the checkered. So I was trying to anticipate that. Kept us back a little bit further, but I don't think we could have moved up much anyway. It was so tight, and the guy in front was doing a good job of controlling both lanes to where we just couldn't really build up the momentum where we needed unless we wanted to take it 3 wide, which I don't really want to do. With this place being so narrow and the setup being so tight, it would have just killed our momentum if we didn't have help. And I doubt we would have been able to clear him. But we get a 0 incident top 10. Over half the field with a 0x after that one. Pretty decent. The 1 big wreck really is all that happened, and then some other minor stuff. So all things considered, not the worst New Atlanta race. And certainly not the worst result for me. So I will take that. We'll move on, get out of the Superspeedway, and then go back to some normal tracks for the majority of the season, and then 1 road course. So, should be fun.